Okay, I want to do a quick recording here today. It's 2 o'clock. I'm looking at some of the indices now, and we've had some huge moves today. Currently looking at the YM here, Wall Street 30. I'm going to back it out a little, and you can see that here's 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, here's 6 o'clock, here's 8 o'clock. Right up in there is right around settlement. The thing has come all the way down 2 standard deviations at this point in time, so short positions at this time are not going to be what we're looking for. Looking for a P2 on this potentially, and let me zoom back in. Let me just turn this off for right now. And this looks like it's shaping up to possibly a good P2 here. So let's take a look at what we got on the option chain. Let me pull up the Wall Street 30. Take that out.
TF exceeded expected volume.
And we could look next hour, or we can look for, well, the current hour, 3 o'clock expiry, or going out as far as the end of day. But if you're going to be doing it in the money, so let's see, like this $75 one, maybe this one, the 15.819, 15.819 is there. I would like something a little bit lower if I'm going to be doing in the money. $15.807. Let's just see. $15.807 I like a little better. And I'm going to put the use stop trigger. Excuse me. And I'm going to wait for this bar to close, and then I'm going to set a trigger just above the high of this bar here. So the price is already getting to a point where I don't like. It's too expensive. So I'm going to move up to that 19 one right here. Pin that. And wait and see what happens with this bar here. So we'll just give it a minute, and I'm going to pause the video and come back once that closes, and as I'm setting my trigger. Okay, that bar is closed. I'm going to go ahead and set a trigger for the indicative to hit probably 15.862. 15.862. Activate. It's telling me it's too close to the price. Try it again. Now it's working. If the indicative price is too close currently to what your trigger is, it's not going to put it through, so either you have to put it in manually or wait till it comes back a little bit and then set the trigger, as I just did there. So we have that working now, and if price comes up past that spot and gets the indicative up to that, we'll be in the trade. So we'll wait here and see what happens. And I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and come back if that triggers. If it does not trigger by the end of this bar, I am not going to take this trade. Okay, the trigger was just taken out, and we are now in the trade. So we can close this. I want to head over here and see that it's been put in.
TF exceeded expected volume.
Got filled a little bit higher than I like, and in the stop trigger I should have put a maximum price I was willing to pay, which would have been 80, so we're 250 over on that particular one. Definitely need a stop on this, so come over here, hit this button here, pin that, and let's look at the chart. Now, the stop trigger is super important with these deep in the money plays, because if this thing swings back, you're going to lose a bundle. So what you want to do is take a look. The trigger price is already set. It is your strike price. The 15,819 is already in there. Now if you leave it there, you're probably not going to get filled at 50. It's going to be off. I like to come a little inside that. So first off, let's put a line at 158.19. That's your strike. I would put it at 15.823 or so. 823, and activate it, and that's it. Now you have a stop. So you paid 82, gets you out around 50. You got about $32 risk on this trade. You can go in and set a take profit on this if you want to. And you can see already this thing is up $7. 82, you know, let's say to take profit at 90, 95. Or 95. Place the order. Close. Okay. So now we have a take profit in at 95. And we had $30 roughly risk on the trade, and we are trying to make almost 15. $13 on the trade. So $13 profit on a $30 risk. Not terrible. Not the best, but not terrible. Got filled, like I said, a little bit higher than I wanted to on that, but it is what it is. So we'll sit and wait until this either gets taken out on our take profit or we get stopped out. So I'm going to pause the video and wait till this plays out, and I'll come back. Trade is not complete yet, but as we were sitting here and I was making the video, you can see we do have a P3 that has formed now. Okay, you can almost go right in and get in on this thing on the YM. Let's see. I personally, now it's almost 2:30. I like to go out. I'll go out till 4 o'clock on this thing because it's out of the money. And you know, maybe something in here, the 15,956, 15,956 is up in there, or let's see, 15,944. Let's do the 15.9. Now we kind of missed this trade now. You really want to be in right when it breaks that right there to get all that momentum. So not a good idea to take the trade at this point. We kind of missed it. So do not take that trade. Okay, back on the YM trade, and I did go into the scanner, and it looks like our position
TF
had
exceeded
been
75% of
taken out.
expected distance
So
from period
we
low.
need to first off come over here, get rid of this stop, close that thing out, and we did make a profit
TF
on that
exceeded
trade.
expected volume.
Come over here to the order history, the Wall Street 30 right here, the 15,819 filled at our price of 95. and that was a successful P2 trade. Okay. Did want to bring up one other trade I did, and I started this before I started the initial video here. I made a trade on the Euro JPY, excuse me. It was only down to a negative 0.5 deviation, but why I was looking for a P2 in this area was this. I'm going to back this out. And if you look at around 10 o'clock this morning, it had run up to a plus 5. So it went from a plus 5 to a negative 0.5, which was a full deviation move. If you're looking for shorts down here, not the best play. Like a P3 looked like it was forming right in here, would have never taken that, especially since it's moved, the deviation. I'm looking for a P2 here. Could go further, who knows, a little bit, but probably not the best play. Wait for something that looks like a P2, and it was well worth it to wait for it because look how the market went from the 0.5 all the way back to the settlement. Right there. Okay? We got taken out to take profit somewhere up in here. So this is what you want to be looking for late in the day on these things.